I hope everyone is well since I last seen you. I apologize for the great delay in between streams. I unexpectedly came down with either just big old it was either allergies. We had a lot of weather change and shifting up here, and that always wreaks havoc on my body for whatever reason. Um, or alongside of like seasonal allergies, I might have gotten a cold because I just ended up getting like shortly after last stream, I ended up getting just severe sinus pressure and I was sneezing constantly and I ended up leaving work like halfway through the day and I just was off work for the whole rest of the week. And the entire time I was like, man, it feels bad because I'm not even at work now. So I have all this extra time to just lie around, right? Or all I am doing is just lying around. I have all this extra time on my hands, but my voice sounds terrible. So it's not even like I have all this extra time that it's like, man, it sucks I can't be at work, but at least, I could do more streaming, but everything I'm doing for you guys is reading and dramatic voices and all of this efforts and good stuff that would be terrible or just downright painful for both me physically and all of you audibly to suffer through. So I just had to suck it up and bear with it and, drink my vitamin C, get over it as fast as I can so that we can come back. We can hopefully, I'm thinking we're going to be finishing today. That's what my goal is. Because I think we're pretty much 3 for 3 on almost everybody, except for off the top of my head, I think the only people that we're not 3 for 3 on is maybe Neil, the spaceman, if they feel like bringing him back. But what I think the only real thing is Rachel, the uh, the pop star who's going solo now. I think her story is really the last thing, because last stream we had also finished up all the drama between Bailey's and Lua, and so aside from, and we got our vampire friend, he's not even around. He's popped back out of town. I think the only other thing that we need to settle is uh, Gala, our discount Keanu Reeves. He popped in all werewolfed up, and we gave him some tea, and he fucked right off, and that was the last that we've seen of him. Excuse me. That's the last we've seen of him, so it hasn't been anything new since then. So I'm really thinking, and I peeped, I peeped the Google response for like average playtime of this game, and it's like saying people that usually beat this game in like 4 hours. We're currently rocking plus 9 plus hours, but I'm gonna assume that's because it's I can read a lot faster than I can talk, and when I'm doing all this dramatic talking, I also got to take breaks here and there for uh, vocal reasons. So yeah, I think we're coming in at the rest at the end of it. So hopefully this will be it, and we'll get our thrilling conclusion to Coffee Talk. And after that, I actually have already another game queued up. It's the Little Witch in the Woods. I started it up because it looked interesting. It looked like a cute little game, but I started it up and it had quite a bit of like narration going on, a lot of talking, a lot of I thought it was literally just going to be another like Stardew Valley, but there seems to be, at least in the beginning, in the first little part that I touched before I was like, I think I'm going to hold this off. Um, Seemed like there was quite a deal of talking. So I'm planning on, I was going to hold that off and then I was going to pop that on stream because it seemed like a fun little story. Uh, and we'll just go from there. But without further ado, I hope everyone is well and has their favorite drink in hand and are ready for the thrilling conclusion here. The Evening Whispers. Sunday, October 4th, 2020. Police raid on private Coachella after party is biggest drug and sex-related bust of the year. Look at that fine ass. Fight broke out during Coachella, culprits in police custody, and despite the arrests, Coachella will continue on. This is interesting because the last thing that we heard from Rachel was that her boss, her new, I forget the name of it, her manager, was throwing a super big party, and he's a super big partier. So I'm assuming this is pertaining to him, and he's going to get busted. We'll see if Rachel gets dragged along in it. We've got Freya here, but most importantly, we have Happily Ever After, Ever After, Ever After, Part 3. And this looks to be quite the doozy. So strap in and let's get ready. Romeo comes awake with a gasp, his mind already whirling as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Was it just a dream, he thinks? Please forgive him, dear readers, he's barely awake. He has no idea how or when he's got home, but he's still wearing yesterday's clothes, and he's experienced the unwashed, uncomfortable feeling that comes with waking after falling asleep fully dressed. Then he remembers. Juliet! What happened to her? He rifles through his blankets and pockets until he finds his cell phone and immediately fires off a message to her. He won't admit it, will barely remember it through the haze of panic, but he spends the next 14 minutes and 10 seconds staring fixedly at it until it vibrates in his hand and he drops it to the floor. Romeo! Juliet's voice is muffled by the carpet, but he doesn't think oh, my goodness, sorry. Romeo! Juliet's voice is muffled by the carpet, but he doesn't think he's ever been so relieved to hear it. Where are you? Are you all right? I'm fine. What about you? I'm okay. We need to talk. Something's definitely different. Romeo opens his mouth to agree before he realizes how he feels. He's been so weighed down by his feelings for so long that he hadn't noticed that something's changed until Juliet brought it up. Waking up has been bad for so long, but today he feels different. Today, he feels good. When Romeo arrives at the coffee shop, Juliet is already there. She waits while he orders an Americano, patiently sipping her orange juice until he joins her. So, Romeo says as he seats himself opposite Juliet. What happened last night? Hello, Smoke, and thank you for joining. Tentacle emotes indeed. She shrugs, shaking her head, the picture of honest confusion. I'm not sure, but I felt kind of light when I woke up this morning. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
I feel like a part of me is missing. She nods in agreement, and they're quiet for a time. Juliet plays with her straw, the paper melting quickly in the icy remnants of her drink. Oh, she has one of those gross cardboard straws that get all mushy in my mouth by the end of my drink. Do you? She trails off and tries again. Do you actually remember what happened last night? Kind of. Romeo frowns and grimaces. I'm not sure, though. How do you feel about me now? Asks Juliet. He pauses to consider. I don't know. I still like you. A lot, in fact. But it's certainly a different kind of feeling, too, to the last few months. That's exactly how I feel. He sighs explosively. What the hell happened?
Yeah, the bamboo one plant fiber straws are way better than the paper one. Oh, I have yet to try either of those. I haven't even heard of those. Bamboo sounds nice because it definitely sounds a bit sturdier. Because I like to fucking weird to admit, I guess, but I like to fucking munch on the tip of my straw sometimes while I'm drinking. And especially if ever I'm drinking luckily I've never had to deal with a cardboard straw when I've had a milkshake or anything like thick and cold because I destroy like the regular plastic straws because it just gets stuck in there. So I shudder to think what would happen to a cardboard one. Down here we have these green ones that are plant fiber and or bamboo. They are for sure they for sure last all night but aren't plastic. That's cool. I'm totally down with that. I don't hate plastic straws or I don't hate going to an alternative to plastic straws. It's great to have things that we can regrow and will not be sitting around in dumps for the rest of our lives. I just don't like our current option. So I hope we get better stuff and do more plant fiber and bamboo. Needs to hold up for its use. Exactly. And it's like thanks for the alternative, but it don't really work. Plus, you know, if we're growing more bamboo straws, I hope that means we would have more excess bamboo. Like, it would create a greater demand for bamboo fields, in which then we might have excess for shit like pandas and, I don't know, whatever other cool things you can do with bamboo, which I'm pretty sure is a lot. I'm always led to believe that bamboo is this mythical source of fun and eternal uses. Part of the reason because bamboo grows super fast, so it's easy to keep sustainable. Oh, that's neat.
But back to the story. Juliet leans in, holding his gaze, lowers her voice. I'm not sure myself, but I have this theory. Maybe, and I know it sounds wild, but hear me out. Just maybe, the parts of us that fell in love with the other somehow left us last night. They've separated themselves from this world, making their own where time loops an exact moment over and over and over again. Romeo looks her in the eye without blinking for a long time, then bursts out laughing. You're a complete mad woman, you know that. That's just... You're not even the one who likes sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, shut it, boyo. She huffs at him and crosses her arms as she leans back. No, no, seriously, he waves a hand at her. The fact that that theory came out of your mouth is crazier than the theory itself. Her lips twitch, and she's... My goodness. Take a week off of reading, and I'm goddamn useless. Her lip twitches, and then she's laughing with him. For a glorious moment, the air is filled with a pure and uncomplicated good humor. When the laughter winds down, they each find that they can't stop grinning at the other, and it's beautiful, and just like it used to be. A thought occurs to Romeo, and he opens his mouth, and Juliet immediately points a finger at him. Shut up. He closes his mouth, but keeps grinning, hands held up in surrender. You can't say it isn't possible, though. She defends herself with a wry shrug. Romeo tilts his head. Nothing is impossible. So, what now? What now what? I mean, what happens to us now? He looks around and shrugs. We just live normally, I guess. It's been months, if not eons, since I could talk to you normally like this, and honestly, it feels awesome. She laughs, and it's so much easier than it's been. She laughs, and it's so much easier than it has been in a long time. Yeah, I know. She smiles at him. So, we're good then. We're better than good, I guess, answers Romeo. Good point, Juliet nods. Well made. After that, life goes on for Romeo and Juliet. They're still good friends. They both found their loves, the one who shares their interests, that doesn't force them to sacrifice too many things in life, yet still makes them feel like the happiest person on earth. They grow old together as good friends, not as lovers.
Dawn forgets how to read. Yeah, just actually I'm gonna go change the title of the stream from fucking just Dawn forgets how to read. Coffee talk continues.
And what about Romeo and Juliet, who burn with love for each other? Readers, I'll tell you, that couple is still sitting on their bench in the park on that clear and perfect night, and they'll stay there until the end of time. They've created their own world without others meddling, judging, forcing compromises. For the rest of eternity, they'll have each other and their pure, naive young love, and nothing will ever change that. Some people will say, on a clear night, with the promise of dawn rain, when the Milky Way flows across the sky and the full moon hangs low, you can see a young couple sitting on a bench in the park, but only out of the corner of your eye, and only if you've room for romance in your soul. Is it true? You ask me. Does it matter? I reply. Surely it doesn't matter to anyone else on earth, and it certainly doesn't matter to them.
It's like an incredible fucking specific requirements for you to chance across these two ghosts. It's like it has to be middle of night, has to smell like it might rain, Milky Way in retrograde, full moon, spinning sideways, like, and then if you look out the corner of your eye, you might see children. But no promises. But yeah, so going back, we have nothing on Gala. Okay, so this might span out. So we got Gala, but Hyde's out of town. I wonder if Hyde's gonna make a surprise return because Gala went all fucking berserker. We got Rachel who's almost done. We have nothing with Neil. This might not be the final, that's Neil, and we got nothing on him. Which means we're just at the surface of his story. He still has 2 more big occurrences with us. Which is really weird. Or maybe I'm looking too far into my Facebook / Tamagotchi life thing. And, if he finds a sexy orc lady to motorboat, man, that would be one hell of a motor. You got, that'd be a galactic boat, man. Since he is space or whatever. But yeah, it might not be. We might be already pressed through majority of his thing, and because he literally doesn't have like a real body in his hopped the fence into Earth, we might not get anything about him, or it'll hit us all at once and that'll be it. But it is definitely more. For sure, though, we do need to finish Rachel. So onwards and upwards with Freya at the bar. Welcome. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone, and it's Georgie. Everyone safe and sound tonight? So far, so good, officer. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop? I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why it said it requires skill. Anyway, Don, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. An espresso. Coffee, and a little bit of coffee. Brewed up just right. Making it right Gary's way. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. You and your sense of humor. How much of my recipe book have I filled out? Hoof. I I don't know if I want to share. I got a third? A quarter? No, I think more of a third. I'm definitely missing the majority. Oh wow, that's a lot. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I should just be ignoring them and saying the customer is never right, because there's really not many chances that people order different things. A lot of them walk up and they'll order. He just ordered espresso, which Freya only ever orders espresso. So we're doubling up on, we're doubling up on same orders. There's a few times where I get people that say, oh, well, give me something special, or I'll kind of describe it to you, or fucking surprise me. But I haven't been, but not a lot, to be honest. Experimenting to do. I bet that's what the extended gameplay is for. More customer order weirds. Yeah, or just do playthrough 2 and ignore everybody and just fill it out as fast as possible. But I think there is a mode, it's like a endless or a boss rush or whatever, and you just complete a ton of orders. Your expressions are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. Ha! It is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happen around here. Crazy things happen to nowhere. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience. To use in my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh, yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck, then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case, I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because he really helped out a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some people in the area. Without him, we'd have had a lot more problems. He helped out a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So, those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Whew. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not exactly that far. It's not actually that far. But he wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. So far, that's all I know. And it's Rachel, looking annoyed as ever. Rachel! Rachel, is Mr. Hendry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark? Ooh, hot chocolate. 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 When she says dark, would that mean... Oh, OMG, God, oh my God, the hot chocolate can wait. What? Oh, no, it cannot. Listen, yeah, my dad might be arrested or in the hospital, but I need my drink. Would you say a dark hot chocolate would just be full chocolate, or would it still have a little splash of milk? Milk? Chocolate milk? She says dark, so that makes me think like black coffee, so just full coffee. Try all chocolate. Alright. Super bitter, like a mood tonight. And I guess no more art. Fucking nobody wants to order things with malt in it. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. Dad's gonna be fine. He woke up this afternoon, but we arrived just a little too late. What happened? He didn't get help fast enough. Some of the damage might be permanent. Oh no. He might not be able to walk properly again. It's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. When all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But it's okay for you. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment. And I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't know right now. Besides, I really needed to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I was gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. Oh wow, this restaurant, or the cafe is called Coffee Talk. Like, it sounds fine for a game, because, like, you're like, alright, what are you gonna do in this game? Oh, well, you're gonna make some fucking coffee, and you're gonna talk to people. But to, like, call it fucking... I don't know. If I saw a restaurant called Burger Chat, like, I guess I would be inclined to try it out. I'd be like, well, that's odd enough to, you know, give it a once-over. She said the thing. Roll credits, baby. We're done here. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. he heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course, so he morphed into his cat form. That feels like a downgrade, because his cat form is the size of a real cat. So if I was gonna pick a fight, I would rather be his, like, 5'11 and, like, 180, 90-pound self. And started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me? Okay, I guess I could see that. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No, it's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Ooh, boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa! How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. And I was the topic of discussion. Ugh. So, there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is that I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here. Ugh. You can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Don. There's an actual comparing dick sizes as usual. There's an actual restaurant and cafe here right across from another called Meet Her at the Bar and Meet Him at a Bar. That doesn't even, it feels like a front. I feel like you'd walk up to it and the door would be fake and you go around the side and it's just a prop building for some fucking sitcom to drive past and film in front of. Get out of here, Rachel! Jeez, Smoke. Such malice towards her. And hello, Dora! Sorry, I'm a mess tonight. Please forgive me. Hello, Sora. Welcome back. And appreciate all of you for making your way back to this little corner. Even he calls you Dora. Listen, I got square brain, okay? My mouth starts at one part of the sentence and my brain leaps to the end, and I just end up mashing everything together. Whew, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Oh, sorry. But overall, things are still safer around here.
But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see you.
My guy, Georgie. Always looking out for us.
Are you gonna leave as well, Freya?
I don't think so. I've had enough rest, and I have stories to write.
You're not tired?
Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place. And you. So thank you. I feel like this is a very fourth wall destruction part right here. Right when she, we just said fucking it wouldn't have been the same if I couldn't come to Coffee Talk Part 2, Add More Coffee, and then she looks directly into the camera and goes, "This story wouldn't have been able to be done without you, dear reader."
The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat.
Oh my god. That emote is staring into my soul, Kibble.
You've got a book to finish.
No problem, boss.
Spanish Sahara. Warm and cozy, just like a day in Barcelona.
Ooh, new day already. Which means, new day, new short story of the day. Sadly, the amazing tale of Romeo, the three-part epic of Romeo and Juliet. 2 weeks later. Wow. That's over. So I have no idea. I guess we're back to one-off short stories, most likely.
The Evening Whisper, Sunday, October 18th, 2020. Coachella Festival provides... Coachella Festival proves to be major boost for Seattle tourism. More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella.
This is... I thought, no, well, alright, in the real world it might be in California, but that's Coachella, and as you can clearly see, this is Couchella, as in everything's, they burn a giant couch at the end of it. No, I'm thinking of a different festival. Same thing, though. Yeah, and this is held in the mythical land of Seattle, where it is always raining and monster people walk the streets. Tomodachi. What do we got? Rachel. Oh, she has yet another new picture. Birthday, 29th of February. Contact at Rachel at x.com for business inquiries. Hi there, I'm Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen, singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album especially for you right now. My favorite things. I love my family, cats, milk, and you. What I love doing with my life? I've been dancing, singing, and trying to achieve my dreams since I was 13, and I'm not stopping now. Who's that elf boy there? This elf boy, his name is Bailey's. I hate him. He's a smug little shit, and he's a right bastard. I just don't like him. There's better boys in this. Like... Perfection. You would go after trash. Yeah, you want to talk about perfection? How about werewolf Keanu Reeves here? Look at this sad man with a hairy backstory. Or his boyfriend? Best friend? Where is she? Hyde? No, Hyde. It's a guy who's a vampire, and he's sassy. He's also vegan, which makes him that word that I can't think of. Yeah, whatever. But on to the stories. Thank you. No! Thank you.
Your Fiction Plan free trial is over. Did you enjoy the content we provided for you? Do subscribe to our Fiction Plan for only $5 a month, or join our premium subscription plan for only $10 a month, with access to all of our content. With your subscription, you can help support high quality, unbiased journalism, as well as giving young fiction writers an appreciative audience.
I'm so sad. This means we're it. This has to be it. This is literally the end day. We time skipped. They said the title. We had an emotional conversation with the player of the game, to Freya, who was definitely the embodiment of the writer of this game. We're it. At 48 minutes, I was expecting this to take longer. Well, naturally, we have to get through the rest of this day, but... Hello! You're finally here. Hey, y'all. Hey, yo. Hi, Freya. Huh, someone's feeling happy today. Of course. Did they... They approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Yeah, this is totally the end. They literally got her book and everything. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically to rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god. Oh my god. How did they... Oh, how did they react to the draft? To be honest, they're not that excited about the story itself. A story with an unhappy ending? Huh? That's what they said. But at this point, I don't really care. As long as they publish it, I'm content with that. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it. With feedback session with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough. Of course. They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a lot of new customers lately. And some old-timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah. He brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any for me? I'm not sure. But he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How are you? Things are great. The last time I saw you was before your mini break. Yes, we decided to go to Coachella. Wow, did you get herpes? That event was a mess. Hehe. Yeah, 3 hours at the festival was enough for us. So where did you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. Aqua has a new profile picture. Burp, burp, burp. Myrtle's is still the same. Aqua. Oh, look at them. Look at the cuties. That's your fish girl, Sora. You both look so cute. Oh, man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No. It was at Max. They had a Japanese-style photo booth there, so I forced her to take a picture together. You were at Max too, Myrtle? Yeah. I helped her out with a bit of the booth. I helped her out a bit with the booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? No, not me. Did they send 2 postcards to the coffee shop? Oh, they did send 2 postcards at the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. Oh, what? What are they doing in New York? Beats me. Working on their mission, maybe. Ha, yeah, probably. They'd stand more of a chance there. Do we get to see the postcard? I want to see Neil at Coachella in New York. God damn it. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Oh, come on. So soon? We were here for hours before you arrived, and we need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way, then. Good luck with that novel. Thanks. See you, Don. See you around. Yeah, they have to leave because we're going to have to slowly filter through the rest of the cast in here, most likely. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy for someone to find. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with. The rain looks like it's getting worse. It has only ever been getting worse. In such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if it seemed like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all. Are you? Oh yeah, I also hope you love fucking snot-nosed Sonic voices, Sora, because that's the only voice I give him. Are you by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yeah, she's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Took you 10 years to move in together. What a fucking shit. Like, yeah, oh, I'm an elf, I live forever, and she's a succubi who lives hundreds of years. But, like, fuck, dude. No wonder why she was so fucking pissed at you for so long. Wow, congrats. But I thought Lua lived with her flatmate. We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, and her company is providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must be a real big deal in her office. Well, she definitely earns more than me. Yeah, you're literally like a fucking artist or whatever. You sit around and take commissions and be broke all the time. As an artist do. Freelance designer and pumpkin spice fan. Are you trying? What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know if Kibble's yelling at me or yelling at Sora. Because I'm kind of insulting both of you right now. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate, will draw and design for food and shelter. Yeah, see how he has to specifically say, please give me food and shelter? I make 0 money, and I'm a smug fucking bastard. That's not saying much, Baileys. You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. He's yelling at what I just said. No, him. I didn't even read what you said. All I'm saying is, if you act like a smug bastard and happen to be a broke elf at the same time, Kibble, I'm gonna fucking shit on you a little bit. But it's only because I love you, and I want you to reach your true potential. Kobolds have, like, pointy ears, right? Elves have pointy ears. They're, you know, like cousins. Like humans and chickens. We're not that far off in the DNA lineup. Bailey's, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take this long. I thought I would be done by...
Honey, it's alright. Freya and Dawn have been keeping me company anyway.
Oh, hey Freya. And Dawn. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great.
But not as great as you two lovebirds.
You told her already?
Only about the moving in part.
As you've heard, we're going to be moving in together next month.
Where is it?
Not far. I mean, the company provided the place, so they want to cut my commuting cost as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. I don't think I've honestly heard of any place providing shelter as part of the job, unless you're like, I don't know, a CEO or some like the big biz. I mean, they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working. It means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh, yeah, that too. No, kobolds have either dog-like ears or weird lizard fins, depending on where they come from. Corporations just shit on us or fire us if we don't want to drive without payment. Unlike dirty, tricksy gnomes, or equally tricksy but slightly preferable goblins. Let me just respond in kind with, where's my, there we go. There we go. Enjoy smug goblin. It also means that we get to visit this place more often. Oh wait, that was him.
It also means we get to visit this place more often.
That's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot anyway.
Don't mention it.
I have a question for the both of you. Go on. The last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Bailey's to your parents. How did it go?
Man, her father didn't kill me, at least.
Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know.
I know. And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. But it was a good start.
It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Baileys, we need to go now, or we'll miss the intro again. The intro? You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're gonna go watch the midnight screening of Full Metal Conflict.
Ugh, don't keep them waiting.
I didn't take you for someone who liked FMC, Lua. I don't, but this guy loves it.
Hey, you always enjoyed watching me playing the game.
I enjoyed watching you, not the game. Too bad I didn't introduce you guys to Myrtle just now, Baileys. She worked on the game.
Really? Oh well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days.
You probably will. Now go, you lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie.
Alright, catch up with you later, Freya.
Bye, Don. Enjoy the movie. Last person I heard of that had a successful date with a succubus literally turned her dad into his throne, upon which he made out with his daughter and several others. Man, Kibble, that was something. I'm appalled at reading that. You should, whatever you do, not DM me the name of that anime on Discord. Please don't, whatever you do. There you go, said Freya. I'm so happy for them. They've still got a long way to go. And probably a lot of obstacles in their path. But they're moving forward. Oh, but they're moving forward. Yeah. Have you not played that fucking game? Because I don't know what fucking game it is, unless you're talking about Hades, and which, I don't know, man. I'll get around to it. I've got like a million fucking games to catch up on. How will you write their story? As is. It's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. Ha! That's one way to put it. Anyway. What's that look for? Oh, it's the Catherine games. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. I remember that ending now. Yeah. You haven't told me about any of the other... You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. How are they doing? You only skipped coming in for 10 days. What did you expect? Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember? Well, there's some updates about the regulars. Tell me, tell me. Where should we start?
Ah, sweet, now I can do dramatic voices. Lua visits this place more often now that she lives nearby. The last time they came, they were talking about. Fuck, I have to be faster. Hyde returned from his trip from Korea and brought gifts. He's only staying for a while before returning to LA, bringing lots of ginger for his boyfriend Gala. Aqua continues her work with the university. She's still working on small indie games. The difference is, she's not alone now. Neil! Neil! Where are you? Neil! The only news about them are the 2 postcards they sent me. Rachel is back at the recording studio preparing for her first solo album. She's lost her manager, but is now working with another manager and label. And finally, Freya. She's finished her book, gets published, and have some signing sessions. Sadly, the book didn't sell well. She still visits regularly now, working as a freelance writer. Fuck, God, that went. Why does that go by so fast? Something about not achieving her dream yet, or whatever. Talking about fuck. Alright, thank you. At least it's adding to my clips that aren't related to cats. I think my only other Twitch clip is me saying out nya while drawing a fucking cat face in latte art. So I was really worried that like I was gonna bump into Sora's stream and she's like, we should shout out Dawn, and everyone's gonna be like listening to me be like, yeah, and drawing a fucking terrible cat, and they'd be like, wow, thank you for showing me this. I will never stop by his streams. That would have been perfect. It would not! Press any key to skip, because I feel like it's nothing. Hello? The doctor! Welcome. Hello, Dawn. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Of course I've been here. Oh my god, I'm gonna need some like fucking dramatic music here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? What's going on here? What? Wait. No. Is it really you? It's been a while. You've changed a bit too much. I've learned a lot about how to live with your people since. Oh my god, is it Neil? I assume it was a success then. Multiple successes. What's with the new look then? Just trying to blend in. It seems like an Earthling immigrant. It seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not long after your second visit here. Wasn't he a bald guy in a suit? Yes. That fire agent. You've seen him? Yeah. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me.
So you finally notice. What? To think that such a power can be born of our kind? What? I'm a spaceman? What? You're good with your act, though. It took a few tries, but there are some timelines where I forgot to pretend that I don't have knowledge of stuff. I, she, we, alien. Interesting. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. Yeah, the mistakes were I fucked up everyone's coffee. That the knowledge is that I didn't have any knowledge. Well, it happened a few times. First, when Freya told me about her meeting in the elevator. Then, it was the first time Rachel visited this place. And the last one involved you on your second visit. Huh? Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft approved. Dude, I don't even know. Can you show me? Assuming you know how to communicate with my kind. Am I gonna do beep boops? Never tried. Never tried it, but let's see. You've beaten the main story of the game, but you haven't seen everything yet. What? Well, maybe sometime in the future we can come back for a perfect playthrough. I'm assuming it involves getting more fucking coffee orders right than what I did. Yo, what the fuck just happened, bro? We were. Oh my god! Dude, it was literally that one ending to the Jello Apocalypse video where it's fucking. Except he was a skeleton, but the skeleton was you, and you wrote this all along. Holy fuck. What an ending. I can honestly say, despite the fact that this was a mythical fucking make-believe land of fucking Seattle, that ending was the biggest fucking twist. Well, this is this was something. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming along on this wonderful journey of ours. For anybody who wasn't here in the beginning, my plan is after I beat this game, I was going to be starting up Little Witch in the Forest because I started it. I got in like the first 5 or 10 minutes into the beginning, and I realized there was a lot of talking in that, and it was a lot of funny talking, and then the running around and stuff was cute as well. So I was like, before I get too far, I kind of want to enjoy this on stream with all of you lovely people. So let me take 5 minutes to switch things around and get it all set. I do have a question for anybody that has done this stuff before. So I've been uploading. If you check my link, or my about section, I've linked to my YouTube channel. In which case, I have direct uploaded from Twitch all of the playthrough. I even set it up in its own little playlist, and I'll be adding this video afterwards. So if you've missed any parts of it, if you wanted to go back and check it all, it's all going to be there because after 2 weeks, Twitch deletes it, which is fine. But I don't know how to break this segment up because I just moved the whole thing over. So I don't know if I should just end the stream for a minute and then reboot it up so it sets it as 2 different VODs, or if there's a way to split it in post. No, don't. All right, my finger wasn't on the button. I'm just chilling. It's okay, Kibble. This is not a hostage situation. As long as there's a way that I can split up the transfer process, or I would just download it and I could just download it and crop it in post. It's not that big of a deal. Don't move or the streamer gets it. It ruins your algorithm thing. Okay. Well, all right then. Then I'll just fuck with it at a later point. Let me set us up on intermission. Play you guys some music to listen to in the background. There we go. So we got some music for you to listen to while I start a game that's not supposed to be there. This is supposed to say intermission. Be right back. Well, there we go. Be right back. So, yeah, let me just fix this.